They said Ace was broken beyond repair. Too wild, too damaged, too far gone. But nobody told that to a 7-month-old baby named Tommy, and that changed everything. The Miller family never planned on getting a dog. With 3 daughters already running through the house and a newborn baby finally sleeping through the night, their home felt beautifully chaotic, complete, full. But one afternoon, a desperate call from a neighbor changed the direction of their lives forever. Ace, a 2-year-old German Shepherd, needed a home by morning, or he'd be surrendered to the shelter. His first family said he was uncontrollable, too energetic, too unpredictable around children. They had tried everything: training classes, long walks, behavioral consultants. Nothing worked. And so, with heavy hearts and no other option, they let him go. If you've ever felt your heart pulled towards something before your mind could catch up, you already know what happened next. If this kind of story moves you, hit subscribe right now, because stories like Ace's are exactly why this channel exists, and there are so many more waiting for you. Sarah, the mother, looked at her husband Daniel and said, "Just for tonight." They both knew that was a lie the moment they said it. Ace arrived in a storm of energy, jumping, spinning, knocking over chairs, his nails scraping across the kitchen floor. The 3 daughters screamed and ran upstairs. Daniel grabbed the leash. Sarah stood completely still, watching this big, frantic dog with wild eyes search every corner of the room, not out of aggression, but out of fear. He wasn't dangerous. He was terrified. And underneath all that chaos, Sarah could see it clearly. A dog who had never once felt truly safe. That night, Ace slept in the laundry room. No one expected him to still be there in a week, but he was. The first 2 weeks were hard. Ace chewed through a phone charger, knocked baby Tommy's mobile off the crib, and once dragged a full laundry basket across the hallway. The daughters kept their bedroom doors closed. Daniel started researching training videos at midnight. Sarah started questioning everything. But every time she looked at Ace, really looked at him, she saw something beneath the chaos. A dog that desperately wanted to get it right. A dog that knew he was always one mistake away from losing another home. So they stayed patient. And slowly, something shifted. It started with Tommy. No one planned it, no one engineered it. One afternoon, Sarah placed Tommy on his playmat in the living room while she stepped into the kitchen for 60 seconds. When she came back, Ace was lying beside the baby. Not jumping, not spinning, just lying there, his big head resting 2 inches from Tommy's tiny hand. Tommy looked up at Ace with wide, curious eyes and grabbed a fistful of fur. Ace didn't flinch. He sighed, a long, slow exhale, and closed his eyes. Sarah stood in the doorway and didn't move for a full minute. She didn't call out, she didn't interfere, she just watched, with tears she hadn't expected, as something quietly beautiful unfolded right in front of her. From that day forward, something in Ace began to settle. It was like Tommy had reached into whatever storm was living inside that dog and simply quieted it. When Tommy was in the room, Ace was a different animal. Calm, focused, gentle in a way that seemed almost impossible given who he had been just weeks before. As Tommy learned to roll over, Ace would circle him slowly, checking. As Tommy started pulling himself up on furniture to stand, Ace would position himself nearby, like a living guardrail. When Tommy took his first real steps across the living room, wobbly and grinning, Ace walked beside him, step for step, close enough to catch him if he fell. The daughters noticed. One by one, the bedroom doors started opening. First, it was Lily, the oldest, who started giving Ace his evening kibble. Then Maya started sitting with him during homework, her hand absent-mindedly resting on his back as she read. And finally, little Zoe, the one who had screamed the loudest that first night, started sneaking him pieces of her toast every single morning, giggling when his warm tongue tickled her fingers. Ace had found his people, and they had found him. There's a question that divides people when it comes to rescue dogs. Are some dogs simply too damaged to change? Or does every dog deserve the chance to show who they really are? Some people believe trauma runs too deep, that certain animals are too far gone. Others believe that with the right environment, the right patience, the right love, any living creature can find their way back. The Miller family didn't have the answer when Ace arrived, but now they do. On sick days, Ace lies beside Tommy without being asked, his warm body pressed against the boy's side like a heating pad with a heartbeat. On hard nights, when Tommy's teething and the house feels heavy, Ace is already there, waiting, steady, unshakable. The wild eyes are gone. In their place is something quieter and far more powerful. Trust. Daniel says he still can't explain it. How a dog that couldn't sit still for 20 seconds became the most reliable presence in their home. Sarah says she stopped trying to explain it a long time ago. She just feels grateful every single day. Because somewhere between the chewed phone chargers and the stolen socks and the midnight training videos, Ace stopped being their problem and became their peace. Ace is not a perfect dog. He still steals socks. He still barks at the mailman like it's a personal vendetta. But he is exactly perfect for this family. And this family is exactly perfect for him. If you ever wonder whether a rescue dog can truly change, whether love is actually strong enough to reach something that's been hurt, let Ace be your answer. Some bonds don't need words. Some connections don't need explanation. They just need a chance. There are thousands of dogs sitting in shelters right now, not because they are bad, but because no one gave them enough time. No one stayed patient long enough to see who they really were underneath the fear. Ace was one of them. And if the Millers had given up on that first hard week, they would have never known what they were walking away from. That thought alone should stop us in our tracks. Every dog that gets a second chance is a story waiting to be written. Every family that opens their door, even just for one night, risks falling in love with something they never expected. And maybe that's not a risk at all. Maybe that's exactly how it's supposed to work. And if this story made you feel something real today, do you believe every dog deserves a second chance, or are some rescues just too much to take on? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one.